You look tired. I don't sleep well anymore.
I have failed far more times. Far more. You will never succeed more than you fail. That's not how it works. You know why? Because failure is a wonderful teacher. It's the only way to learn. You have to fail. Failure is a part of the process to becoming successful. I tell people this all the time. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player in the world, he took 946 game-winning shots. 946 times since he was in high school, the ball has been in his hand to take the game-winning shot with no time on the clock. He has only made 146 of those. He has missed over 700 times, but he has made 146. You know what they write about? When you make it. They write about when you make it. So guess what? When you get through failing, all you got to do is make one. All you got to do is make one.
If you don't fail, you're not even trying. I'll say it again. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. My wife told me this great expression. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did.
People don't see that. People will never understand that. To be success, all they think about, well, he batted 202, struck out a certain number of times. Yeah, okay. But the effort was there, and the learning curve and the passion was there that has transcended not just to me, but to other people who are afraid to do things because they're worried about the perception that may come from other places. To me, that's more gratifying than anything. So that's the things that my father and my mother instilled in me. Take a negative and turn it into a positive. Don't be afraid to fail.
I love this one. Fail early, fail often, fail forward. It's always a little bit frustrating to me when people have a negative relationship with failure. Failure is a massive part of being able to be successful. You have to get comfortable with failure. You have to actually seek failure. Failure is where all of the lessons are. When you go to the gym and you work out, you're actually seeking failure. You want to take your muscles to the point where you get to failure because that's where the adaptation is. That's where growth is. Successful people fail a lot. They fail a whole lot more than they succeed, but they extract the lessons from the failure and they use that, the energy, and they use the wisdom to come around to the next phase of success. You gotta take a shot. You have to live at the edge of your capabilities. You gotta live where you're almost certain you're going to fail. That's the reason for practice. Practice is controlled failure. You're getting to your limit, getting to your limit, getting to your limit. You can't lift that. You can't do that. Until you get to the point that all of a sudden your body makes the adjustment and then you can do it. Failure actually helps you to recognize the areas where you need to evolve. So fail early, fail often, fail forward.
And, the Mamba mentality simply means trying to be the best version of yourself. That's what the mentality means. It means every day you're trying to become better. And it's a constant quest. It's an infinite quest. It's just a matter of what's important to you. Mm-hmm. What's important to you. For whatever reason, I felt like I didn't feel good about myself if I wasn't doing everything I could to be the best version of myself. If I felt like I left anything on the table, it would eat away at me. I wouldn't be able to look myself in the mirror. And so the reason why I can retire now and be completely comfortable about it, because I know that I've done everything I could to be the best basketball player I could be.
As you all know, it's a hot motherfucker. Nice heat wave. Mother Nature's a pissed off motherfucker, but guess what? So am I. So who gives a fuck? Today I was running, and this guy passed me in the car. And it's about 100 degrees out here, 70% humidity. And the guy comes back around, looks at me. He pulls his car by me and says, Why the fuck are you out here? I said because you're not. Sometimes your motivation needs to be because no one else wants to fucking do it. We need doctors. We need fucking lawyers. We need dentists. We need teachers. We also need fucking savages. This message I do is not for fucking everybody. Someone say that soft bullshit about, do you have sunscreen on? This message is dangerous. It's too hot. I'm not asking you to fucking be like me. Do you? Stay home.
I asked myself, can I do this? And something said within me, you're the one. You're the one. Now let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. While you're here, and before you go back home to your respected cities and communities, write down at least 5 reasons on why you deserve your dream, on why you won't give up, what's going to make you unstoppable, why you must be unreasonable, because logical, practical thinking says you can't do it today. But if you want to produce unreasonable results in your life, like living your dream and taking charge of your destiny, you've got to be an unreasonable person. You've got to be an uncommon person.
If you want to be great, you want to be the baddest motherfucker ever at what you do, you're going to be misunderstood by everybody because you're going to be so fucking obsessed and so driven to get there. That's what it takes.
That's the truth.
It takes every second of your fucking life. Anybody says balance? Yeah, balance is important for a lot of fucking people. It is. But if you want to fucking go to that edge where people do not like you, don't understand you, question everything you fucking do, you've arrived. When you are misunderstood to the point where fucking people think you're psycho and you're nuts and you're this and that, why are you in the fucking gym at 1 o'clock in the fucking morning? You just got through doing an op for fucking 13, 14 hours at the Ranger School, man, at the gym. What's wrong? You will never understand what is wrong with me. And that's why I'm so fucking glad you don't. Because I'm in the right fucking spot. When people don't understand you anymore, you're in that spot of obsession and drive. Where people are like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? I don't want to talk to you, man, because you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it.
If you want to be a great player, if you play every single day, 2-3 hours, every single day, over the course of a year, how much better are you getting? Most kids will play maybe an hour and a half, 2 days a week. Right. Put the math on that. It's not going to get it done. Right. So if you're obsessively training 2-3 hours every single day over a year, over 2 years, you're accelerating. You make quantum leaps.
I choose not to be a common man. It's my right to be uncommon if I can. I seek opportunity, not security. I do not wish to be a kept citizen, humbled and dull by having the state look after me. I want to take the calculated risk, to dream and to build, to fail and to succeed. I refuse to live from hand to mouth. I prefer the challenges of life to the guaranteed existence, the thrill of fulfillment to the stale calm of utopia. I will never cower before any master, nor bend to any threat. It's my heritage to stand erect, proud and unafraid, to face the world boldly and say, this I have done.
At 43, I'm still putting 100-mile weeks, still doing thousands of pull-ups, thousands of push-ups, because I'm not allowing myself to become civilized. The worst thing that can happen to a man is become civilized. You lose that fucking fight. You lose that, why the fuck am I doing this shit? I'm good. You ain't good, man. You ain't never fucking arrived. And that's just my mentality. You may have more, but you've never fucking arrived. You want to be uncommon amongst uncommon people. Period. If you're, like for me, what got me in trouble with the Navy SEALs is I wanted to be one so bad. So bad. I fought my ass off. And I saw them as uncommon people. Very uncommon. But once you become a Navy SEAL, you're all Navy SEALs, so guess what happens? You're fucking common again. I wanted to be uncommon amongst uncommon people.
Just did our job, defended home court. Last 2 series we didn't do that. Put ourselves in jeopardy, having to go on the road and win a game 3. And here we managed to do it. Now it's time to go to Orlando and see if we can't get one.
Still waiting for a big smile out of you. You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or?
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Okay. So people who know me, like really know me, get this question all the time. Is Goggins a dick? are misunderstood. So I'm gonna try to explain this real quick. So there's two roads you can take in life. Two paths. One path is a 4-lane highway. It's got road signs. Everybody takes that because it's nice and smooth. You know exactly where you're going. There's rest areas. There's fucking eating stops. All kind of shit. Very well mapped out. There's another path that just has a shovel. There's trees, tons of grass, weeds. You gotta shovel your way through this motherfucker. It's the way that you choose in life. When you choose to shovel, then you're trying to create your own path. So to do that, you become misunderstood. You gotta be super fucking intense. Almost all the fucking time. You become very unbalanced. So the question is Goggins a dick? Well, if you're a fucking pussy, I guess I'm a dick. See? They kind of go hand in hand. Stay hard.
My philosophy is, why be normal when you can be the best? I don't want to be normal. I want to make the difference. So everything I do, I want to make the difference. Because when I make the difference, I'm the best.
On the hardest nights in your life, in the most difficult moments in your life, every time you were in your bedroom crying over something, every time you thought your world was ending, you are the only person that has been there every second of every day for your entire life. Your job, not because you're so special, but because it's your job, is to look after yourself.
In fact, my commanding officer, who had expected excuses and finger pointing, when I took responsibility, when I took ownership, he now trusted me even more. And my men, they didn't lose respect for me. Instead, they realized that I would never shirk responsibility. And I would never pass that heavy burden of command down the chain and onto them. And you know what? They had the same attitude. Unlike a team where no one takes ownership of the problems, and therefore the problems never get solved, with us, everyone took ownership of their mistakes. Everyone took ownership of the problems. And when a team takes ownership of its problems, the problems get solved. And that is true on the battlefield, it is true in business, and it is true in life. So I say, take ownership. Take extreme ownership. Don't make excuses. Don't blame any other person or any other thing. Get control of your ego. Don't hide your delicate pride from the truth. Take ownership of everything in your world, the good and the bad. Take ownership of your mistakes, take ownership of your shortfalls, take ownership of your problems, and then take ownership of the solutions that will get those problems solved.
And then the question is, well, what are you leaving out if you're leaving out responsibility? And the answer might be, well, maybe you're leaving out the meaning of life. That's what it looks like to me. It's like, here you are, suffering away. What makes it worthwhile? Rights? You know, you're completely out. You have no idea what it's almost impossible to describe how bad an idea that is. Responsibility. That's what gives life meaning. It's like lift a load. Then you can tolerate yourself, right? Because look at, you're useless, easily hurt, easily killed. Why should you have any self-respect? That's the story of the fall. Pick something up and carry it. Make it heavy enough so that you can think, yeah, well, useless as I am, at least I could move that from there to there.
I decided, you know what, I'm going to put that all on me. I'm going to stop blaming, and I'm going to take responsibility. Now, can you guess one of the big advantages of that is? It's that now you are in control. The power is back in your hands versus you giving it away to other people or circumstances. And that's what being a victim does, right? Oh, it's not my fault. There's these evil forces. It's the president. It's this person. It's my past, so on and so forth. Okay, great. You get to feel a little better about yourself that it's not your fault. However, if it's their fault, then they hold the keys to your freedom. You don't. You just handed them the keys. Hey, it's your fault. I would, but it's kind of waiting on you to unlock the cage here. How do you get away from that? You take responsibility, meaning everything. And this is very harsh, right? Everything that happened to you, everything you did, didn't do, everything people did and said to you, you take responsibility. And here's another key quote, because although you can't always control what happens to you, you can control your response to it. Huge. Meaning, someone else could have gone through the exact same situation as you, yet it didn't affect them the same way. Is there such a thing as actually being a victim and bad things happen? Of course. Right? Of course there is such a thing where you're a victim and bad things happen to you and people do things against you, so on and so forth, and it's unfair and it's terrible. Yes. But there's a difference between seeing that and holding whoever did that responsible, of course, versus completely giving your power away. And that's the whole social narrative today. It's, hey, everyone just wait, right? Wait for the government. Wait for someone else to do it. Wait for someone to save you. Wait for your stimulus check. You're a little victim. You don't know any better. What? Right? There's so much dialogue. If you really analyze it, the message is you're a stupid victim. That's the whole message. You are a stupid victim and you don't know any better, and we're going to step in to save you. And this conditions you to, once more, keep giving your power away, and to, you could say, cultivate learned helplessness. So this is how you shatter it. It's like, no. Give me the keys. Give me the keys now. I'm taking responsibility. It's on me. Okay? And don't let other people hold you back down. Here's another key thing to understand. This will help. Okay? Although, yes, right, people might have screwed you over, bad things might have happened to you, so on and so forth. Life might have not been the nicest, fairest to you. Out of all those things, do you want to know who screwed you over the most? More than all of that? You. If you could just stop screwing yourself over, self-sabotaging, so instead of focusing on that one thing, that person, hey, what about you? Right? Okay, you're so harsh on that person for what they did. Do you know what you did to yourself?
Well, everybody, it's Groundhog's Day.
Peterson, himself said, like a good man isn't a useless man. A good man is one that is capable and strong and powerful, but knows how to control it.
Those who have swords and know how to use them, but keep them sheathed, will inherit the world. You should be a monster. Because everyone says, well, you should be harmless, virtuous. You shouldn't do anyone any harm. You should sheath your competitive instinct. You shouldn't try to win. You don't want to be too aggressive. You don't want to be too assertive. You want to take a back seat and all of that. It's like, no. Wrong. You should be a monster, an absolute monster, and then you should learn how to control it.
And I couldn't agree more. And when you look at these young broken men, you see the same trend over and over again. And they are missing these important moments that shape them as men.
This is kind of part of being a man. It's like, you kind of got to fuck it all up a little bit. Like, when do you become a man? You become a man when you become responsible for other people.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where your background is. It's what you decide to do. What makes you a disciplined person is choosing to be disciplined. What I do tell people is to get after it. That's what I tell people, to get after it. I tell people to do the things that they know they're supposed to do. Right? There's things that you know you're supposed to do as a human being. Things that you know are going to improve your life. Do those things. You want to be more disciplined? Get after it.
10. They don't know me, son.
Get it. 18.
They don't know me, son.
Get it. 19.
They don't know me, son.
Yeah. 20. You got some more in you.
Violence and power and strength, those are forms of masculinity. right? And directed in the positive, in a just way. Those are powerful tools for good.
Up and get out of bed.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children.
No retreat. No surrender. That is Spartan law. This is where we hold them. This is where we fight.
I'm a Christian, and when the day comes and they're like, you're Christian, you're dead. Or you could denounce Christ. Bro, dead as can be.
When I get you down, your face will open up. There is nothing you can do to stop me from coming at you round after round with the most malicious techniques I know. You will lose this fight, Daniel Cormier. I want you to believe it. Every ounce of training you put in leading up to this fight will be a waste of your life.